gotta have the wet wipes. You just gotta have the wet wipes, you know what I mean? You gotta have the wet wipes. Hammer down! I'm gonna do that. This is time for Tuesday the 8th, ran the ice heater for a night, got a good hole started. Gonna kick them back on, break some hole, make some more room for decoys. This should be really thin now, and then we'll turn the ice heaters and face them out and bring over our 4 or 5 feed sacks and get all the new decoys out, all the extra decoys. Full bodies are everywhere, so that's what we're gonna do. Got our homemade floaters here. Still got the honkers out. We'll probably leave them out on the side. Got all of our concrete cup weights. So I was gonna show you guys, because last year we did it different. I made a bunch of 18-inch ones for Randy's homemade foamers. And then I've got a bunch of 38s or 36s, and then a bunch of 48s for the actual full body. Built them out of the Lifetime Texas rig cable, exact same stuff you get with the lead. I went ahead and bought crimps to crimp one angle, one end, throw on a fishing swivel on the other end. Concrete cup weights that we used last year, we're just repurposing them. Put on a crimp, like that. And so you got a Texas rig, so we're using cup weights instead of lead. Here's what the finished product is. Exact same thing as the lead ones you buy. Decoy slides on the fishing swivel. That's how we did them. Well, in an effort to keep it short and sweet, so it's not boring, because it's just a setup day. But I did want to give a few things. Some guys were asking about a couple things. A-frame, how we did it, a little bit different. But first, we got every floater we own out, got everything done today. Got a little more ice to work on tomorrow, but it's going to be 32 tonight, so we shouldn't get a lot of refreeze with the wind blowing. But about 400 floaters, which is more than we had last year by about 100. Kind of trying to find that sweet spot where we're not so big we look like everything else, but we're not small enough that we don't pull any attention. We did really good on the same lake down this point with 150 2 years ago. We didn't pull the big distant groups and we didn't work a lot of monsters, but we shot everything really close. But stretched some full bodies way down on the point where we sat last year, and then I put 40-inch stakes with DSDs out there on the farthest edge, and they look really nice on top. Floaters, if you look close, you'll see some foam homemade floaters. We took 2-inch foam board and cut out the above view basically of what a goose would look like, and this rounded the edges with some sandpaper and then painted them white with a black X. It's a cheap way if you want to get into floaters or add to your floaters. We're running about 25% foam, so 100 of those, about 300 regular floaters. What they look like. It's got a coroplast head with a wire on the bottom. And I made a bunch of 18-inch Texas rigs. So pop down like that, and it just adds a lot of fill to the spread. You can see there's a lot of them out there, but once you get out of the spread and look, you don't see them. And from the aerial view with the drone, they really don't notice them. Standard blind spot A-frame. We did 2 5-footers and an 8-footer, and we put a 2-foot gap in the middle. so we could fit 8 guys. And what we did this year was, you can see how we did the cattle panels. You know, they hooked to the A-frame where the bungees hooked, those eye bolts. And then we just bought some cheap garden stakes, bent out one of those little notches and set it in there and hammered it down to the height we wanted. But just the amount of storage you get underneath here, front and back, there's, you know, 20 foot in the front, 20 foot in the back of just storage underneath the blind for all of our totes and batteries and propane, and just makes it a lot nicer. But made a simple little door. Guy can go in and out the back, access cookware and whatever else. Inside, just standard. It's the same A-frame we ran last year. Blind Spot Outdoors, right there. Give Joe a call if you need one. He also does the floating blinds and makes a hell of a setup. Got the shooting shelves on the front. Got a spot right here. A guy can sit in between the 2 blinds, and we'll grass this up a little better. But that's it, man. That's the storage that we gained out of this. Just tons and tons of spots to put stuff. And we have the sleds underneath the back sides, and you can pull those things out like a shelf. You just reach down, pull the sled out, all your gear you want comes with it. So, you know, put all your cook stoves and pots and pans in a sled and just pull your sled out, get what you want, and slide it right back under. But that's where we are, guys. I wanted to update you. I haven't done a video for a while. I know a few of you were asking if I was going to film some snow goose stuff, and I am. That's all I got, guys. Thank you very much. I'll see you all in the next video, and hopefully we will be shooting something. Take care.